Food manufacturers hate this idea, but reduced eating is the best way to lose weight and also save yourself some money. How do you go about it though? Well, I'll tell you what, the way I'm going about it is because it's forced upon me. It's been thrust upon me because I'm so poor. I have to maintain a sense of emergency funds, and that's caused me to entirely rely on my food stamps, which is $189 per month. So I'm relying on that as my food budget. And I was spending a lot more than that. I was almost spending double 189 just to eat. So my first month I ran out of money on my food stamps within 2 weeks. And then I had to starve from there. I really needed to hold on to the last couple $100 of my budget, and that really taught me a lot. I lost a little bit of weight and ate less. It was very painful, but that's the process you have to go through if you want to lose weight. How badly do you want to lose it? The best way is to have it thrust upon you, because a lot of people don't have the willpower. And I got willpower though, that's the thing. It's just I was choosing a lot of the good foods, but I was still just overeating the healthy stuff. So now it is a matter of turning to under eating that healthy, not under average eating, because 189 is still pretty good. I'm starving for supper time generally, because I try to focus on the eat like a king, like in the morning, queen, and then noon, and then at supper like a pauper, which is almost not at all in a lot of ways. So you have to budget, and one of the best ways is to just make a separate bank account, all right, and put in a certain amount. I'm at 189 for the food stamps. Well, that's a separate bank account, all right. It would take a little effort on your part to do that, and I'm not aware of any apps that would go through and really tell you like day to day how much you're spending on food. That would be nice if you had a little personal assistant app thing that would just go through your records and say, oh, you've been buying all this. Well, that's food, so this is how much you spent per month, and then cut you off. See, that's the thing. You need something that can just cut you off, okay? And food stamps cut me off, and so I had to respond to that by just starving. Because the food banks, I mean, they're only open an hour each week. So and it's not always a great time too. So I can't make it to them. So I just have to learn instead to reduce how much I eat, and that's for me. See, 189 would cause somebody smaller to gain weight. So they need to set their limits even lower. 100-pound or a person who's maybe like 5 foot. They probably don't need to be more than 100 pounds or so, so they could put their budget at, I don't know, less than that, 150, 120. But it's just a matter of putting a budget on that diet, because trying to encourage people to eat the right things isn't really that helpful. People aren't really losing, because the manufacturers have such a stronghold on how we should be eating, and their educational system is a lot different than what should be set up as for our diets. We should understand that the whole foods are really important. I've been saving a lot of my money on the frozen vegetables. They don't taste great. I really would love to bake them, but I live in my car, so it's difficult. But they have potential if I could bake them. Once I was able to keep them in the hot sun in the dashboard of my car, and they baked in the sun, and they tasted a lot better. I still had to put the brewer's yeast on them, but they tasted better for sure. If you could do that, I mean, you force it upon yourself regardless, though, and find the things that are cheaper. I mean, the frozen vegetables are cheaper. Just the basics. I mean, I'll buy milk every so often, but I don't have a fridge, so I have to wrap it up really good so it preserves for another day or so. And I've been doing that for a while. I was normally going through a gallon a day, but now I'm trying to cut it down to a half a gallon a day. That's me rambling.